Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night's Messages of Love from Above. As always, super excited to see what messages come through from Spirit. And before we get started, though, we do want to send love out to the world uh, to start off and just do what we can for the whole collective by raising the love vibration as much as we can. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I always welcome that, whether you're watching live or on replay. We can connect outside of space and time and allow this energy to flow out. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. Just let that love flow down into our hearts, fill us up, and flow out to the world, circling the globe in a giant bubble of love, touching every heart, sparking it higher and higher and higher in love vibration. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your own heart, your own mind, your own body, for a relationship, a situation, a loved one, whoever it may be, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now. Just allow it to circle around you and absorb into you like a giant sponge, allowing your higher self to guide it to do what it wants to do for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that. And before we get into the readings, of course, been announcing all day today. Super excited that memberships have arrived. So here's the link to the video. There are some giveaways just for watching the video and commenting on it too, not even needing to become a member. I have member giveaways I'm going to have going throughout the next month, and then also a month end giveaway for anyone who has watched the video and commented on it as well. So be sure to check that out. I am excited for what they are bringing and the opportunities it brings. And then, of course, we also have maybe there it goes. uh, Weekly giveaways. Every Monday, I have a giveaway where I have a personal recorded reading, at least one that I give away. On Tuesdays, I'll put out a video announcing what I'm giving away, what you have to do to get into the drawing, and any other giveaway news. So you can check that one out as well for a weekly giveaway. And we do have a crazy Zen summer sale that's going on here. It's due to end here in a few days here, the end of July. And here is the 50 off for the Hedge of Peace and Love. And then also, we've got personal recordings at half off. If you want to book a reading or a hedge, you can check the description box of the video, and that will show you how you can do that as well. And I know if that wasn't enough, every week I do a pick a card reading. And this week was a how can I transform my numbness? Try to say that 5 times fast. We've been last few weeks it's been about transforming a lower vibrational emotion into a higher, but spirit's mentioning in the video too that there's not right or wrong, just when we're ready and we are tired of riding that same roller coaster or that same ride and we want to do something else, we can. And there are some very cool transformative um, energies there. And then also each week I have been doing a take 10 with Zen. And this is my opportunity in a video, 10 minutes or less, just to share some knowledge from spirit of how we can connect more to spirit, how we can connect more to our higher self, and where I answer questions from my subscribers too. This one was all about heartache. And then next, episode 8 is heartbreak. There is a difference between the two. And for members, uh, episode 8 is already available. So There you go. That's part of the, well, it's the, praying mantis. Oh, there's a giant rainbow out my window. In fact, it might be a double rainbow that's going up. That is beautiful. I wish I could switch it around, but it wouldn't look good through the screen like you guys would see it. But beautiful. I love it. What a promise. All right, and so that is everything that we have going on right now, and, I know that's enough, right? So if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, welcome. Um, Let me just go ahead and get my screens all set up here, and I'll talk here about all right, so this time they did not delete all of the chat. Yay! All right. Sorry, the YouTube lately has been like deleting all the chat when I pop out the window. But they didn't this time, so that is great. And I'm just going to scooch this in. All right, looking good. So, how the free readings work is in order of the chat, first come, first serve, and then all you have to do is put out your question out into the chat. There's no separate list. The chat is it. And you can, if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or for guidance, and Spirit knows what you're looking for. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I will prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, dive deeper into those as well, and then return back to the free readings when I'm done. I'm usually on for a couple hours and try to get through as many free readings as I can. But if you do want to make a donation, you can make a donation for any amount. I don't have set dollar amounts because I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, right? Country to country, planet to planet. So whatever you want to give, I trust that's what you're able to give, and it's from your heart. So that's the most important thing. You can use the super chat at the bottom. And in the pinned comment and description box of the video, I have my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App, and Square as well. So you can use any of those for a donation. All right. I think that's it. So let me just extend this down here. All right. And we are good to go. I am going to continue to use the Tarot of Dreams and the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And we're going to start off with the Tarot of Dreams. And we are going to start at the top. So, Daijona, hello, hello. Welcome. And you want to know what the Spirit wants you to know right now? Let's take a look here. All right. What else? All right. This is a card that's unique to this deck. It's the Tree of Life in the Kabbalah or Kabbalah, however you pronounce it. And, here's our higher self up here in the pathways that we have to get down to the human existence down here. And I like this because with the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles, the combination of this is the story of the Four of Pentacles, which when we're down here in the human form, we're taught to look outside of ourselves for like our worth in relationship to relationships, with situations, and with things. And we find, the Four of Pentacles when they're trying to find their stability and their worth in relationship to the outside world, they feel unstable. We've got this energy of, um, I guess you can call it disappointment, right? Because with the instability, people with relationships, people change, people walk away, people pass away. Situations like jobs and education never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, and are stolen. And so, what we eventually do is we get disappointed enough in the outside world, we turn inward and upward, and that's where we find the eternal, unconditional love of the creator of the spirit world. And that becomes our foundation. And we don't stop existing, and, we still want things in the outside world, but we don't need them. It changes our whole perspective. Instead of them feeling that lack that I was talking about, we feel full from the inside out, and then we feel stable. Eternal love is stable, unconditional love is stable too because we can never lose it, right? No conditions. So I like this coming in here for you because it's like this awareness that is coming in around, um, you know, I'm sorry, this rainbow is huge and beautiful. It is like distracting me. I should close my blinds because it is just like radiant. I should have a mirror so you could see it. But that's what it is. It's like that's the difference. It's like this huge rainbow that just stands out in your world where life changes before your eyes. It's like where there's a storm before, where it just feels like everything is going wrong. You turn inward and you find this wholeness, and then you look at the outside world as above and beyond overflowing. And so it changes from this world of lack to overflowing. So I really like that. So that is what they have for you, Dajona. It's just like this wonderful awareness. And if you have a rainbow that's popping up, well, that is confirmation because it is huge and it is beautiful. All right. So that's what they have for you, Dajona. Many blessings to you. Hey, Morg and Daisy, everybody. Hello, hello. Good to see everyone. Julia. All right. So, Anya Ahuya, will the Taurus ever reach out? Let's take a look here and see what they have here. Well, we got the Knight of Swords, which is movement of communication. So, this would be a yes that you do have this movement here of communication from them. So, they will. Um, anything on timing? Let's take a look here, see if they'll give us anything on timing here. Well, they do have the sun and the wands. This is fiery energy. So this is a lot of energy that's coming in very fast. A lot, 10 of wands. So I feel like there's about to be this switch and this change, endings and beginnings that start something new. The sun, very bright, very energetic with all this fire that's happening here. So I feel like there is fire being set under their butte, and it'll be soon, sooner than later for sure. Um, one of the things that we can do whenever we're waiting, of course, whenever things are going slow, we know they're happening on purpose so that we can focus in on inward and upward and focusing on the energy of up above, right? Of raising our own self love so that we'll be ready for a higher vibrational relationship instead of the lower. When we do what we always did and have the same thoughts, the same fears, the blah, 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 we get what we always got. So while we're waiting for all this to happen, we can connect inward and upward while we're in the waiting room, right? So I like it for you, Anya. That's what's coming in there for you. So many blessings to you. All right. In LA, hello, hello. You keep seeing 555. What's the urgent message Spirit wants you to know? Dun, dun, dun. Let's find out. And whenever I see repeating numbers, I think I mentioned it before, where I'll just, search the internet, angel number 555, and then of course you'll get like a million hits. But you just scroll down and at least I scroll down and I find out what is it that I'm drawn to, and I'll click on something and I'm like, boom, there's the message. So it's a great thing for your intuition, but definitely it means they're trying to get your attention here. Ooh, okay. All right. So you have the Queen of Swords, which is balancing heart and mind to get the Libra energy in there. And you've got the King of Wands, which is, look at kind of Sagittarius, fiery energy, right? And you have the Six of Cups. So all of this urgent message is balancing your heart and your mind, controlling your passions. Keep the king isn't the prince, of course, is someone who's like, you know, ruled by their loins, as they would say. But the king is much more mature, and they manage their fire. They don't become a forest fire; they contain it. And all this balancing coming in here, and I feel like it does have to do around love. They're just trying to get your attention to. I think it's like your grandpa, cool your jets, because you have the Six of Cups, which is someone that will be coming into your life. It's gonna feel like you've known them, before, but you haven't. It's going to be a past life connection. I've been getting the 6 of Cups a lot lately. Just, it's like the whole energy of the planet has, increased where we instead of being like 10% conscious and 90% unconscious and subconscious, we're 11% conscious and, 89%. And that extra little energy that's taking us down into our subconscious is where we have the Akashic records, where we have the our past life memories and past life connections. And I feel like that's what's coming in here. And your angels are just saying, there's a lot of, wonderful people that are getting your attention. You're focusing on love, but they're like, just slow down, slow your jets, because balance everything out. Just take it slow, take it easy, because there is this individual, I think it's Casper, who comes in who you have this like you've known him before. You're like, where did you go to school? Where did you work? Blah 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 blah. Because you both feel like you've known each other, but you haven't in this lifetime. It's other lifetimey in this wonderful connection that just draws you in, and they're just trying to get your attention. 555, five is a number of change. So change is going on around you, but they also use those numbers to get your attention. So check out angel number 555, see what comes up for you. But I feel it's like grandpa going, hold on, hold on. It's like 555 high fives, but then also stop, stop, stop. They're high fiving you on one hand and putting up stop, stop, stop on the other. So I like that for you. Your grandpa's funny. All right. But that's what's coming in for you, LA. So many blessings to you. And then Esther E, you are up next. And you want to know what will the rest of the year look like for you? All right. Let's see what glimpse that they'll give in for you there. The rainbow's all gone. It was just there for a little bit. That went outside my window. So, for the rest of the year, you do have this invitation inward from your higher self and your spiritual posse to really, this is normally the Hierophant, but they call it faith. And it is discovering your true, capital T, true son, who you want to be, what you want in life. And it's really getting into the root of it. Because you also have the King of Swords, which both of these together are that kind of message that's coming in here. Because we've got the King of Swords is they roll over thought and belief and mindset and truths, but the kings are given a second portion of air, so that they not only rule it with the queen, but they're the masters of thought and belief, really connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm, rooted in unconditional love that allows you to cut away, because the sword is double edged. It allows you to cut away the small T truths, which are a lot of the popular opinions that you've been given all your life around who you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be with, what kind of job, how many children, what kind of house, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? But there's this freedom that's coming throughout the rest of this year where you're just cutting away these old beliefs instead of what we made our habit. Because when we're younger, we're children, we don't know any better. We're just poured all these popular opinions in our head, and we just take them all in here and we turn it all around. We make it our opinion, then we make it our habit to feel and think in whatever certain ways. Then it becomes automatic. We're on autopilot. So I feel like the rest of this year is a time of pausing and really looking at how you can question your fears, because the small T truths are rooted in fears of rejection, fears of losing conditional love, fears of failure. And we don't want to, what will people think, right? That's a huge one, right? But when it's like, it's my life to live. Why do I want to do something and not do something? And we start changing our mind. We realize we're the ones that put the story. We're the ones that choose our emotion. We're the ones that, have where we invest our energy and what actions we want to take. we can step out of that fear. And I feel this is what is a big thing for you for this year, Esther. So that's what's coming in. So many blessings to you. And let me just check something real quick here. Okay. So I just want to make sure it wasn't an emergency. So we are good. And so, Felicia, you are up next. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for the reminder, for hitting the like button. I appreciate you doing that. And anyone else that does it here as well, because it is being part of the love tsunami. You're able to do that for free, and it helps the YouTube channel or the YouTube algorithm get excited around this channel, and it automatically shares the videos with other people too. So you get to be part of spreading the Zen love and being part of that love tsunami. So thank you, Felicia, for the reminder, and for everyone else that does that. I really appreciate that because I get all involved with the readings. I always forget. So appreciate the reminders. All right, Felicia, hello, you're here. Yay. Hello. Um, so, um, so you're going to have a job interview next week. Awesome. And you want any guidance from the universe on what the company wants to know from you on the interview. Oh, you want to cheat? Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here and see what guidance spirit has for you here. I want to know the answers for the test. All right. Let's see what we got here. So the 4 of Cups, one, they wanna make sure it's a good fit. Is this something you really want? And do you have what they usually look for? You've got the 3 cups here, which is the normal things that you are familiar with, hard worker, blah, 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 blah. But I feel they're gonna ask you, like, "What is your dream? What's your passion? What do you wanna do with your life?" So be prepared for that question because this is like the dreamy card, right? So I like that. They have the 8 of Wands here. They want to see, are you energetic? Do you have drive? Do you wanna move forward? Do you have excitement for their company, for the job, for what you're wanting to do too? So, definitely, they've got this, type of energy, this type of, excitement again, just this inner burning. Sagittarius, like excited to learn something new as well, type of energy that comes in with that. And then they have the moon card. They want to know again, they want emotion, they want, the wands is like passion, and the cups are, the emotion and the dream. And the moon is, this hidden and unknown type of stuff. How do you handle things when you don't know the answer? I feel like the moon card is very mysterious and very, not that they're going to have trick questions or anything. That's not what they're saying. They're saying like they'll ask stuff of like, so like, what if you don't know how to do something? What do you normally do? You're like, oh, I shoot from the hip and I hope for the best. No, 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 no. It's what do you do? And what do you normally do? And so they're going to be asking questions about the unknowns, and they want to get to know you a lot with the moon card too. So just kind of think, if you were a supervisor or someone, you owned your own company, let's say, and this was, I used to help prepare my representatives for, job interviews. And I would just say, when it comes down to it, after you feel you're all prepared, just think, if you owned your own company and you're hiring for this position, what would you want to know about the person? And be prepared to answer that stuff, share that stuff, because it really puts you in the other person's shoes. And you're like, okay, I see what they would want from me. And so that's what you're trying to give them, not like you're making it up, but you're giving them the information they need so they can make an educated decision for you. So that's what I feel they're saying. It's be yourself is the biggest thing. Just realize it's not a test. They're making sure it's a good fit for them, but they want to make sure it's a good fit for you too, because they don't want you leaving in a month after they train you and everything else. So they want to make sure you're going to be happy. Like you said, they might ask you what salary you're looking for. and be honest with them and say, well, this is kind of what I'm looking for, this range. And they're like, well, we can work with that, like, cool. You know, don't have like an exact dollar amount, just have a range. And there you go. Boom, boom, boom. So I like it. Um, and of course, whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. So don't freak out. It's not a test. It's just a conversation, right? Remember that. It's just a conversation. All right. So that's what's coming in there. Excellent. You are very welcome, Felicia. You're very welcome, LA. All right, Mia, you are up next. So, want to know F's deep thoughts about you. Uh-oh. You guys are so brave. I'm like, keep your feelings to yourself. I'm just kidding. Wow. Look at this. You've got the sun and the moon. So the deep feelings here, I mean, really, talk about deep. The sun card talks about the subconscious, the inner child. The moon card is deep subconscious stuff. So they've got a lot that is down deep inside there. So you know that, so you're sensing it, you're picking it up. You're like, there's stuff going on in there, deep thoughts. But they got a lot of deep emotions, and there is this brightness, there is this relationship between the sun and the moon, right? The moon, is Mother Luna, and it moves around the earth, and the sun brightens it up and lightens it up. The moon is always has some light on it, to some extent. We just can't see it on the earth because it's on that side, especially when it's a like an eclipse, or that's when it's moving in front of the sun and we can't see it because it's not being lit up in the nights, right? But I like it. I like this relationship between the sun and the moon. One rules the day, one rules the night. It's like this joint pairing. There's always been a relationship of the sun and moon, and it just feels so much larger than just, a regular relationship. It just feels very like it's expansive, if that makes sense, just this special connection that's there. But a lot of emotion with the moon card, and a lot of excitement, a lot of passion with the fire and the sun energy too. A lot of playfulness, a lot of excitement. And but I like the balance of fire and water, which means they have, that's what we want, right? We don't want someone just to have the hots for us, but no emotion. We don't want people just to be like us, but can we turn off the light? Can you put this bag over your head? We want them to be, have this attraction too. And I feel like both come in with those cards there, Mia. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right, and that's what they have. So Starfall, you are up next. Hello, hello. So your cards for getting back studying had some fears and blockages. Better going for a job instead then? That's what it seemed like when we pulled cards. That was this morning, right? I feel like the energy, and with all the readings I do, I don't, they're bringing it back to me. Yeah, I feel like yeah, it would put you in a feeling of, more calm, just and more excitement here. You would shine here for sure with the 7 of Wands. You would stand out, and you would, be in a place like, up on a hill. So you are brought to this higher place. And the Queen of Cups, she rolls over emotion. You're able to dive deep into your emotions and trust in your intuition. I just feel like you've got emotion and fire. Again, we have water and fire, which is great. It creates steam, which allows you to move forward. But I feel like someone else had a reading too. And it just feels that they're, like you could do almost both, because there's like this, following your dream with the cups, your high heart. What would make your high heart happy? What would make your heart feel full? Do that. And, you do shine through all of that too. But I almost feel like you can do both of them, um, and enjoy it, right? Because I know the example I'd given was I was working like 3 jobs and like 1 full-time and 2 part-times when I first moved back I mean, decades ago when I was young and had energy and, a lot more energy, I should say. And uh but I found time to do everything I needed to do, hanging out with friends, um, getting all the bills paid, doing all the laundry, doing all the chores and everything, and when I went finally was able after we got settled and paid off bills and everything, I was able to go down to 1 job, and I felt like I had less time. So sometimes when we have, like, s things to get done, we find the time, we make the time, but if I feel like you could do both if that's what would make your heart sing, I feel like there's this balance in between the 2, in between the fire and the water. So I feel like you could have steam that could really push you ahead, doing both even. So maybe it's you start a job first, and depending on where you're at, some companies offer, you know, um, education assistance, and they'll help pay for your school or pay for your school. And you're just like, hey, win win. Even though you can go part time and do a certain amount of classes, you would still be paid for, and you could feel secure and you could feel balanced with it too. But that's what's coming in Starfall. It just kind of feels like, the fears that are there have to do with financial fears. And it's like if you can find a balance between the two, you feel comfortable with it, is what I feel. But that's what's coming in. So hopefully that resonates. Many blessings to you. Dollface Diva, hello. So a general, all right, there we go for August. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, you do have movement of emotion and a lot of clearing away of some old thoughts and fears and beliefs that had made you feel caged in the past. And these will be significant. It's Saturn Capricorn energy, which they're like the shakers and the rattling of our lives. All these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets we've been given since we were very young. It comes in here. And the devil card, the shadow energy, they're not subtle. They will bring situations to your face so you cannot not look at them, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to look at this stuff. And when you do, with the release of some of these things, here we go, there's this movement of cups, this movement of emotion that takes you to a different place because some of these emotions were holding your heart back. Like if you can picture your heart, your loving heart inside of a cage because of some shoulds and supposed tos and need tos and have tos and must from the past were keeping you from moving forward. But now you're all giddy up, here we go. And there's this movement that does go forward. So the more that you look at these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that were holding you back with love, the more you can move forward with it too. So I like it. That is what they have for you, Dollface Diva. So many blessings to you. All right. And love 1234. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. And Julia, you'll be my next free reading here in a moment. All right. Good to see you again. All right. So here we go. Oh, okay. I like your nickname for them. Okay. So how do they view you? All right. Let's take a look here. So how did they view you? And then number 2, see, are they gonna pass the test? Are they? Are they? All right. Oh, okay, let's take a look here. So, for the number 1, there's joy and happiness, and then there's also sorrow. It's like there's 3 cups, but then there's 3 spilt cups. 3 cups up in joy and 3 cups, down. 3 cups up, 3 cups down. 3 cups up, 3 cups down. So, I feel like they're are they up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, 'Cause I feel like it depends on the moment, like, always how, they view, but they see you as upbeat and positive when they're upbeat and positive, and when they're down in the drums, they see you as down in the, the dumps, and but here's this power of emotional choice reminder that other people's opinions of us, other people's are all reflective of what they see in themselves, and what they're going through in the moment has little to do with us, but this is like this energy here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're just a mirror, and you know, yeah, it's all reflection. And that's the whole thing is, um, people are like, "Oh, they got upset with me with when I did that. I shouldn't do that anymore." And I'm like, they could have also have chosen to be enjoyable about it, but that's their choice. So you don't walk around on eggshells around everyone. You can be loving, don't have to be a douche about it, right? But we also, don't need to be manipulated by other people's feelings and emotions, because they could definitely, change things here. Okay, all right. So uh, I like number 2. So, here again we've got the 6 of cups, which this reminds me of birthday, because it is nostalgia. They're thinking of what kind of things do they enjoy on their birthday, you know? And and we definitely have this, the magician card means they're putting effort into it, and the 10 of cups is they want to make it something that you really enjoy, and makes you happy and overflows. And the Queen of Wands, here you are. They want the Queen of Wands to be happy. They want the fiery queen to feel special. So they definitely, I feel like, do have some fun plans coming in. Maybe a masquerade. I don't know. No, probably not. But I like it. Now, we have this here. We've got the 3 of coins being true to their authentic selves. They want to do something unique, and I feel like the 3 of swords here is it's not quite like what you would expect, and so let the expectations go. Throw all expectations out, celebrate what they do. That's gonna be such an important thing because it's like, I don't know whether they're showing me this, but, the first time I made, um chicken chicken and cheese enchiladas in my first relationship. Um, if they had said, like, "Oh, these are awful," then I would never cook again, right? And had I known that, I would have made them awful, but that's another story. Um, but because they were good and they said, or at least they said they were good, and they're like, "Oh my god," I ended up enjoying and looking forward to cooking more, right? So, there is this uh reinforced positive behavior, right? And that's what I feel is coming in there. So I feel like they think there'll be fun plans, and you might be like, no. Okay, yes, they are. Yeah, okay, yeah. Smile and nod and go, you know what? I can make this fun because that is your choice too, right? Again, I can, do that. my slick mouth. Oops. So, yeah, that's what's coming in there. So, there we go. So, happy birthday. All right, and thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And, yeah, exactly. And you're just gonna be like, "This is so much fun. What a great idea. You're so smart." You are very welcome. All right. And as we get closer, 'cause, when is your birthday? 'Cause, we'll pull, a special oracle card for your birthday as we get closer for a birthday present. All right, so Julia, you are up next. Hello, hello. And you wanna know spirit guides message for you. All right, let's take a look here. And I feel like Excuse me. This ginger tea is trying to come back up. So we're going to pull from the Ask Your Guides Oracle here, Julia. Let's see what your spirit guides have for you. All right. Oh, wow. Look at Guardian Angel Michael coming in, making their appearance for you with self esteem. Look at this backing up behind you there. What a beautiful supportive card. Card number 16. And let's see what we've got coming in here. Hi. All right. So this is all about integrity and so sorry, self-expression, boundaries, and convictions. Um, you may feel like the odd man out right now, as others may not fully appreciate or support your ideas and perspectives. I know how that feels. In fact, you might be feeling discounted altogether. Fortunately, the guardian angel Michael is present to help you remain grounded and centered, even in such times of being challenged or misunderstood. He counsels you to remain true to yourself and steadfast in your convictions, even if they aren't shared by those around you. Yes, it can be scary to go against the crowd and stand up for what you believe in, especially when it's unpopular or possibly ahead of its time. But Michael stands by you and reminds you that this is a part of becoming a spiritually mature soul. He helps you ignore popular opinion and stay true to your heart. Don't seek approval or doubt yourself when you don't receive it. Instead, Michael encourages you to stand in your full spiritual adulthood and claim your self esteem by trusting what you feel and believe in. Do not abandon yourself to win approval in the moment. And don't be afraid to take a stand. After all, this is how you'll become the true leader of your own life. Ooh, I like it. So you are supported, stand tall, and they got your back, like the card. They are behind you. So I like that you are sharing your capital T truth from your heart. It's not the small t trying to prove that our small t truth is more truer than other people's small t truths. Those are those truths that are rooted in fear, and all that opinion that we have. This is your true capital T truths of your heart, allowing yourself to be that and express that and make movement on that. So I like it, Julia. That is what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And happy pill. You are up next. So spirit guides messages. Well, let's just keep with the deck. Ask your guides here. Since we're asking spirit guide question here, let's take a look, see what they want to say here. All right. Well, that one came flying out. I think that's your card. And you got prioritize or priorities, and this is the master teacher coming in here. Let's see if I can get it a little better there. There we go. And it's card number 12. So let's take a look here. This is all about choice and reflections and decisions and commitment. And so your spirit guides want you to know that for every new ambition, relationship, and experience you seek at this time, there's a commitment in place that must be eliminated to make way for the new. So it's like there's only so much room in the closet, and you have to get rid of some clothes to put new clothes in, right? Current routines, habits, and even types of free time must be sacrificed so that you can open up to new energies. Your master teacher is present, urging you to identify what must go. Be honest in your assessment and also be realistic and thoughtful in setting your goals so that you don't overreach and fail. Your master teacher reminds you that even though the universe does support your heart, it doesn't allow you to bypass the work necessary to manifest your desires. In other words, you reap what you sow, whatever like attracts like, right? And the best way is to systematically move toward your priorities while simultaneously discarding what no longer serves you. If you want to lose 10 pounds, you must release jelly donuts. Maybe. If you want to work for yourself, you must let go of the need for others to take care of you. And if you want to create a new love relationship, you mustn't brood over past heartbreaks any longer. The message from your master teacher: to reach for something greater, you must first let go of what's in your hand. Ooh, I like that. What a great message for all of us, right? But that's what your spirit guides have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list. You're welcome, Julia. Blessings to you. All right, Magician, you are up. What is your life going to be like a year from now? What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? What's your life going to be like a year from now? All right. Well, you are going to be your magician. You're going to have your ace of wands. You're going to have your magic wand in your hand, focusing on what you want to bring into your life. And the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, is telling you that you're going to be in this place where you are nurturing yourself. You're putting yourself first, but you're also in the place of abundance. They're saying that the extent of how much abundance you're in has to do with what you do with your power, with your energy, right? Because whatever we focus on is what grows. And you being the magician, the magician card in the major arcana is the major manifester, and they understand that if they focus on what they feel is missing, they're going to have more of that missingness in their life. If they focus on what they hate in their life, they're going to have more things to hate. But when they focus on what they love and what they do want, they get more of that instead. So a year from now, you have abundance, you're stepping into your power. The extent of it, the range of it, because you have a minimum experience you'll have and you'll have a maximum experience. And depending on what you do and what attention and energy you put into it and where you put in your energy determines the extent of it. So I like it. It feels very powerful. It feels like at minimum you feel abundant and you feel like you're stepping into your power, but you can blow it off the charts if you want. So it's all up to you though, which is where we want it. We don't want it in someone else's hands, right? That is what we have. So there we go. You're welcome, Dijona. All right, magician, that's what we have. So Alexis, you are next. Blessings to you, magician. So Alexis, a general for September. All right, let's take a look here and see what is coming in for September here. It looks like you got decisions coming here because you've got the Two of Coins, and I feel like in the outside world in September, you're going to have like a significant choice to make. Should I go this way? Should I go this way? The Ace of Swords here is showing that when you're coming into making those decisions, it's important for you to step outside of it, step and see things from a higher perspective. Not from fears, not from the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must, but see it from a different place, outside of fear with making these decisions. So there will be one that'll make sense, like, well, this one else would choose. This is what would be the right thing to do, what I should do, what I'm supposed to do, what I must do. Instead, it's like, what does my heart want? And I feel like this is an important, it's almost like the combination between those two converts into the Two of Swords, which is close your eyes and open your heart to make the decision. Yeah, you're not going to do just, super irresponsible things where it ends hurting you or others, but you also aren't in fear of outcomes and different things. You're like allowing your heart to have a desire to live instead of feeling like you're existing. So I feel like September is a pivotal point there. An important decision to make comes in. So I like it. I like it. I like it. Right, and that's what they have for you. And then tarot to tarot. Hello, hello. And your question is, should you be LNS friend anymore? Right. So we'll take a look here, of course, in this, as you know, with being a tarot reader, I'm assuming there is no shoulds. There's always just uh, spirit world looks at, there's different choices to make with different experiences that come from them. So, we'll just rephrase it to be what you probably normally would ask, which is, you know, is it for my highest experience to be friends with them, or not? So let's take a look here. And I feel like we'll pull one for L and one for S here. So L, okay, and S. Right. So I don't know if they are like a pair where you can't have one or the other, but the 8 of cups for L does say, leave behind what no longer serves you and move forward. So I feel like they're saying, yeah, to move in where you're wanting to go, L kind of is like not conducive to that. And then S, you have the 2 of swords, which is, in making this decision, close your eyes and open your heart, and you'll know what decision to make. I feel like this one's definitely like L, no, and S. It almost sound like I said hell no, but that was L. L, no. S, meh. They're still here at a, like you're at a decision point with the 2 of swords, which is, you know, get out of the mind and trust your heart here. And I feel like um there's fear around not being friends with them anymore. Maybe S is who you're more friends with, and L just happens to be along for the ride or whatever. But I kind of feel with this energy that you'll know with S, and I kind of feel like it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm the one putting in all the energy. I'm the one that does everything. I'm the one, and it's almost like if you stopped investing energy, you wouldn't even have to end the friendships. They would just drift away because you're the one that's always bringing it to shore. It's like the boat of friendship, you're constantly pulling it in and then it drifts back out and you're the one that pulls it in. And if you just went, well, no one else is grabbing onto it and it just drifts away, and then you're like, okay. Um, and I feel like it's okay to be with that there. So that is what is coming in for you, tarot. So many blessings to you. And Keel, you will be the next free reading, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Crescent Moon. Hey, Scorpio Mystic, welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. All right, so Crescent Moon, you want to know Taurus's feelings towards you in a general for August with them. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you. Good to see you too. So let's take a look here. So Taurus's feelings. All right. And then just a general for August with them. All right. So with little Taurus here, Mr. Taurus, we've got 7 of cups, emotional confusion, a lot of different emotions, a lot of different things. There's a lot of movement of emotion though with the Knight of Cups. So I just feel like that's what's happening here is there's just a lot being triggered. And it makes sense with Venus being in retrograde and Taurus being ruled by Venus. They're going through a lot of whoa, they're probably feeling a little bit out of water, cups, water, but they are feeling, this energy there. So they're just kind of like, I'm feeling so much. I don't know what I'm feeling, but it's like a little reflection switch goes on, and they're super reflective about what I'm feeling, what I'm not feeling about the world. It's like suddenly they became a water moon and you're just like, welcome to my world, buddy. But I like that. I like that this stuff is happening, that they're having these emotions, they're allowing themselves to feel, they're not pushing it down, which is good. But it also the general reading with them for August, they also have a ton of energy, a ton of the emotional energy is rolling over into like passionate energy, fiery energy, a lot of burden that they feel they have to do in their lives, not with you particularly, but just they have this energy that's going all over the place, and they're like trying to figure out what do I want to do with all this, where am I going to go with all this. The Three of Wands is about changing directions, altering course a bit, and this can be both of you though. You got Aries energy, all this fiery energy that's coming in, that is like, well, do I want to, what do I want to do? And they're going through all this, and you're like, well, while they're going through all that, you're going through yours too. Which we've got the Six of Pentacles. So there's this balancing act that's going on here. Taurus energy, but there's this balancing that's coming in here. The Six of Pentacles, you know, they, a lot of what's coming up for them. If you had a chance to listen to my Take 10 with Zen, it's episode 4 or 5. It's the one about fates. It talks about the Six of Pentacles and how uh, there's this energy that impacts our fate that's subconscious. It has to do with this out of balance rate of giving and receiving. And this could be for both of you, but I feel like they're really focusing on them, that they're going through this deep emotional reflection, and they're trying to understand why all of the stuff they want in their life they can never get. They've got this like, I have to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin or abundance coin or something back, and they might even feel, and if this resonates for you, then definitely check those out too. But it's like, even though consciously you want all this love, abundance, raises, jobs, whatever, we feel like there's these energetic fields that are keeping them away from us. There's this little inner child that's down there with these beliefs that can be taken care of. And those two videos, they're 10 minutes or less each. I think it's number 5, but 4 and 5, they talk about what we do with our energy, how it impacts our fated, having things come in sooner or later or leaving sooner or later. So it might do some good to listen to those, because they'll give you some tools and input in that, with that Six of Pentacles coming up. Just helps balance things. I do feel, that feels like August. Woohoo! There's like this energy that's coming in. There's this balancing. Really feel it depends on how much work that comes goes in here. That Three of Wands is that, with all this stuff that's going on, they're trying to determine which route we go. Let's take a look here and see if they'll give us a sign here. Well, we have the ending of an old cycle and beginning of new adventure, which could go either way, right? Thanks for the clarity, but they definitely are saying that things can't stay the way that they were. Um, and we've got new birth, sensuality coming in here, and the Palace of Cups, which is building this safe place to express emotion. So I feel like August is this kind of a new stage for the both of you, where it's like maybe sharing more, like they are being more vulnerable and sharing more of their emotions, because I feel like they're more emotional than they've been in the past. Here, I got the peace of mind coming in here too. So I don't feel like there's any, I feel like their decisions aren't made by the end of August. So let's just you know what? I'm gonna pull from here. Whoa, as I destroy everything. The Psychic Tarot Oracle. Let's just see the overall energy of the relationship. Um, I'm hearing Celine Dion song. Uh, it goes on and on. There you go. So we've got the four. I think this is the Four of Wands. We'll see. Firm foundation. So solid foundation. And let's see here. Is that the Oh, no, that's the 4 of Pentacles. So that is solid foundation in the outside world. The card denotes that you have already or are currently working toward establishing a solid foundation in the material world. So earth energy too with Taurus. Using good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters assist you in laying a firm groundwork. By doing so, security will have a better chance of building in the future. So there is this building and the solid foundation that's being laid here. And it says the material power that's now around you can either be an advantage or disadvantage depending on how you respond to it, right? Don't let your current position determine who you are. Remember to give back and prime the pump of prosperity. For true spiritual and material wealth is as much about giving as receiving. So it's that giving and receiving. Both of you, if you're an overgiver and he's an overgiver, really look at those videos because it allows you to alter this out of balance giving and receiving that allows you both to receive from each other. Whereas before then, the inner children are going, nope, you don't deserve it yet. Nope, you can't give to me. Nope, I can't give to you. What's happening? There's this opening of giving and receiving that happens if you both look at that. Um, Seek proper investment advice, blah, blah, blah. Look at this as investment in the relationship. Seek proper investment advice and realize that you don't have to hold on to your possessions too tightly. Just be flexible and allow things to continue to flow. So that answers our question there, right? So it feels like there is a strong foundation that's built through this, but definitely look into the overgiving and the Take 10 with Zen episodes 4 and 5 is what they recommend. Absolutely. And thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. You're welcome. Happy pill. All right. Hey, Aisha. All right, Keel, you are up next for the next free reading and anything that you can work on to let go of. All right, let's take a look. Or work on or let go of. I get you. All right. Always, 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 right? King of Cups, balancing heart and mind, and the Devil card, which is all about Saturn Capricorn energy, just dismantling the cage that's been created over our entire lives, right? It doesn't happen overnight, where that Saturn energy is all about, from even when we're in the womb, we're being influenced by emotions. That's the King of Cups, right? We're influenced with the emotional body of this is how we're supposed to feel when this happens. These are all these emotions that are triggering all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that get created into our mental body that are reinforced between 7 and 14. And then we have all this physical stuff. So we have all this information that's constantly given to us, and we have all these, like I said, the small t truths of fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not fitting in, fear of not being successful, fear of this, fear of that. What will people think? There's all this stuff that we're given all our lives that we don't have to go and dismantle every single one. You know how it's easier to take something down than it is to put something together? Well, things come down, the fences come down faster than it took to put them all up, but we still take time, and with that Saturn and the King of Cups, it tells you that it will be made known to you. And I like the reinforcement of enjoy the balance between heart and mind, enjoy life. Saturn, the devil card, the shadow, they will bring it to your face. You won't have to guess like, what can I work on next? What can I let go of? They're going to be like, whoosh, here, this is what you can look at. Oh, well, thank you. And if you don't have anything in your face yet, then that's the time to let the concrete, dry, let things solidify, because when you're ready, believe me, they'll bring it back up to you. Um, and you'll see it. But the biggest thing is that we will see the triggers that pop up in our life, and we'll see the things because it'll be stuff that's just driving us nuts. We're like, okay, I'm going to look at that, right? But that's what's coming in for you there, Keel. So many blessings to you. Oop, grabbed the whole entire window instead of my mouse. All right, there we go. Very good. Yeah, let me know what you think of those, Crescent Moon. All right, Daisy, you are up next. Hello, hello. So, will your old friend Aditya have a conversation with you this year? All right, let's take a look here and see. Will they? Will they? Will they? Oh, well, I I think this is a yes. Here, Daisy, you got the Knight of Swords, movement of communication, and Knight of Wands, fast moving. So both of these are fast moving horses. So I feel like you will have a conversation with them this year, and probably with with all this movement with the knights, it's sooner than later too. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're talking to them right now. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not that fast, but I definitely see both of those cards is a yes for sure. All right, and that's what they have for you, Daisy. So many blessings to you. All right, moving on down the list. And Morg in the Void. Hello, hello. Good to see you again as well. And you want to ask about current energy of your relationship with your Scorpio, with your big eyes. You are very welcome. Let's see here. What do we have here? Current energy of your relationship with Scorpio. Wow, a lot of thinking, huh? We've got the Four of Swords, peace of mind, and we've got the Six of Swords, movement of thought and belief, from rocky waters to calmer waters, from choppy to calm. And, there is this looking at things differently that comes in with both of these cards. They're both even numbers, which is flow of mind. And it just feels like it's very peaceful, with communication, with the thinking process, with the expectations you have on one another. It feels like things are flowing, or things will begin to flow, easy here, if they haven't been. And it's interesting because I think we're headed up into Mercury retrograde soon, but I feel like that doesn't impact your guys' communication. I feel like things are quieting down and becoming smoother, almost with both of those coming in. It almost feels eerily, like eerie, that's eerie, but eerily um odd, weird. Like it's like this is not normal. Why are we getting along so well? Uh, so that's what I feel's coming in, Morg. So there we go. I like it. That's the kind of energy they want you to know about right now. So beautiful. All right. And many blessings to you. All right. Let's see. We already did those. We already did those. All right. Okay, and we are down to Aisha and Scorpio Mystic. If you are here, Scorpio Mystic Waters, if you have a question, you can pop it down. I'm happy to pull cards for it too. So, Aisha, thank you for liking the video as well, the stream, and you'd like a love reading. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. So, here we go, Aisha. You've got the Two of Cups. So when you're looking about a love reading, well, this is all about the love, right? So you do have love headed your way. If you're not in a relationship now, there is one that's coming your way sooner than later, for sure here. Because what's happening here, it's like if you've been in this holding pattern, the Eight of Swords is showing you what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you had around love have been keeping you like blinded and bound and trapped and restricted, like in this force field that's keeping love away from you. Well, you've been looking into, or you will be looking into, what are all these fears I have around love? Why, do I have this supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must that there's so much that it's like a very thin row of who and how and when and it's like there's so much pressure around it. Well, this is this clearing up of it, which 8 is a very smooth moving number, so it is this wonderful connection that you're able to like it's like you're putting certain things into the hands of the creator of the spirit world of spirit. you know I know what I want, but I trust that you're gonna bring me the perfect who in the perfect way in the perfect when. And it's this trust that opens up that allows it to come in here. Because I do feel like you are taken in a different direction with the 3 of Wands, where you normally would go before, and the avenue or the person that you would end up with is totally different because you're letting all of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must go that allows it. And I feel like we have the King of Wands here. So we have like fire signy type energy coming in. Someone who's very vibrant, very bright, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Yeah, Leo. All this, maybe it's the Sagittarius or Aries because the Leo was like not there, but it could be. But they're very have this draw, they have this vibrancy, this childlikeness, this wonder and adventure, not childishness, but childlike, where they have awe and wonder and energy, and they want to go do new things and go places, and I feel like that might be different than you normally would pick, but they're probably very good looking too, but they draw you in with their personality and their fire of life and their passion for life. So I like all this for you, Aisha. So that is what they have. So many blessings to you. All right. And Olivia, thank you so much for your donation. And question down below in three, two, one. Okay, almost. Yeah, great to see you as well. So you want to know, all right, yeah, let's see. What are Dave's current feelings towards you, and will he take more action towards you? Let's take a look. What's going on with Mr. Dave here? Okay. You're welcome, Aisha. And will he take more action? Let's take a look here. Um, so the current feelings here, we've got the 9 of Wands. So I feel like they've been breaking through these barriers of fear and expectations. I like this because the Judgment card is double endings, double new beginnings, their higher self calling them here to look at things from a different perspective. So I like this that they've been dropping a lot of this. Usually this is a giant heart with 3 swords stuck in it, which is that, you know, the fear of the heartbreak that I've always had before, I'm afraid. And, we all go through that, right? We're like, not heartbreak again. Is it really worth it? I almost feel like they're showing me like an old little shack of a house in like the Louisiana bayou, someone sitting on, there's people sitting on the rocking chairs, but there's this big old hound, just laying there exhausted. And I almost feel like that's the energy that they're showing him of before of like, oh, I don't know if I really want to get up and go chasing after another rabbit that's going to outrun me. It's going to bite me, and I like it. So I like this. I like it that they are moving beyond that though. They're like, you know what? I do want to go run and go play. I don't want to just sit and where it's safe on the porch. I want to get out and run through the woods. So I feel like that's what's coming in. You're like, yep. Um, Next actions here. I like that. Okay. So I like this. There's some stuff that's coming in here that's just shaking up things. We got the 10 of Wands ending. Here's that exhaustion I was just talking about. That re Let's see, how can I do this? Here, I'll do it this way. It's like, zap, here comes the tower that, lights a fire under their butt. And this is what comes in here. The tower is some things that come in, this energy, this great amount of energy that, just ignites them, and I like this energy. So, a lot of fire, a lot of movement, something that significantly happens that, has them make this movement because we do have here's the Two of Cups. So we've got the expression, we've got the Queen of Cups, which offers the Ace of Cups. So there is this emotional expression that comes in here. So I feel like it's going to come sudden and you're going to be like, wow. So it's like, the hound on the porch, a bee comes and stings them in their butt, and they're all yipe, 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 and they go running, but now they're all excited and they're off the porch and they're ready to go. So something happens to get them off the porch and get them going, and I like it for you because it does, result in the sharing of more of the Two of Cups energy, more of the deep emotions that have been there, along with the Queen of Cups. She rolls over water. All the queens are given a second portion of water, so she does dive deep into the emotions there. So, yeah, right? Yipe, 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 yipe. Come on, hound dog. So I like it. It seems very, very positive. So I feel like it comes out of nowhere because, one moment they're sitting there, the next moment they got stung in their butt, and here they go, action, something happened, something triggers it, and I like it. So that's what they have for you, Olivia. Thank you for your donation, and I'm excited to see how this goes. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look here. Let me cover this up. Temperance, it's like there is a possibility for it to happen. It has to do with the energies. Let me see. And that's Sagittarius energy. Let's see here. One of those. Yeah. Four of Wands, the marriage card. So, yeah, I just feel like it takes time to get to that point. It's like late August, it's like mid-August or the week before. "Hey, do you wanna go together?" "Yes." So, I like it. How perfect is that? Alright. So, many blessings to you, Olivia. Thank you again for your donation. Hey, Twin Venus in LA, thank you for your donation. So, if you take your singing seriously, where do you see things taking you down the road? Would you right? Would I ever get a big fan base, 1,000,000 minimum behind you? All right, let's take a look here, and I'm gonna switch up cards here. And this is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I think intuitive. It's True Heart, I think. You are welcome, Olivia. All right, so let's see here. Where would the singing, if you took it seriously, where would it take you? And would you get a big fan base? Let's take a look here. Let's see what they. Oh, no, none of those. Just the one. Any others? Okay, yeah. I thought there was at least one more. All right. All right. And then how does this end up here? All right. So you've got the Ace of Wands. So they're saying that, if you took it seriously and you're investing your energy in it, here's the Phoenix rising. There's this energy that comes in here. We've got the Judgment card here, which this is your higher self calling you to this higher place. And if you feel like this is your calling, like this would is what your heart is meant for, what your life is meant for, if you're in tune with your high heart and you're like, you know what, the thing that I want to do with my life is to share music, then boom, you have, everything you need to go forward, and you won't care about the big fan base. That's just a result of you living your dream. If it is, so understanding your why is important here because you've got the 4 of Swords, which is peace of mind, but you've got the, Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which is pursuit of higher truth. The 4 of Swords normally has someone sleeping on the 4th sword, the expectations on the wall. That's where the peace of mind comes in, is connecting to the capital T truth of the higher realm. And so I feel like they're saying here, if this is really truly what your dream come true is, then you'll have this realignment of your supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts about it all. So really, I feel like they're kind of nudging you to really reflect on your heart and what is it your heart wants for your life. That's not saying that it's not. They're just saying like if you do some really good reflection, connecting to the high heart and go, what makes my heart sing? What makes my heart feel full? And, sing, that's funny, heart sing, then it's like, okay, this would make me feel like I'm living. And I would do it even if I didn't have a million followers. I would do it like singers sing, writers write, dancers dance, right? What is that from? One of the Whoopi Goldberg sister acts. I think maybe it was Sister Act 2, because it was with the choir of the kids. They were like, she gave someone a book that was all about, you know, singers sing. And whether they or writers write, regardless if they have a bestseller, they're writing every day. Dancers dance, whether they're up in an audience. So I like that kind of energy that's coming in here with that. And when we asked about the million minimum fan base, they have Seven of Pentacles. The last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. And the Two of Swords is all about closing your eyes and open your heart to see where it is, what you would truly want. And just knowing that it could happen, it just takes a long time for that to get there. There's a lot that goes into it. It wouldn't be like, an overnight, um, success, a YouTube viral, thing where suddenly you have a million fans. It feels like it would take work to get there. But that's what they have for you, LA. So really, dig into, is this my dream? Is this what I really want? Is this what my high heart wants? And then you enjoy doing it, right? That's what you enjoy sharing. So that is what they have for you. So again, thank you so much for your donation. And Red, thank you for your donation. And I see Twin Venus, you also um, donated. So thank you. So whoever puts their question first will be up next. Because I don't think Twin Venus, you put your question yet. No. So it's a race. It's a race. Who's gonna be first? And I think that was all of my free readings too. Yeah. Thank you guys again for all the thumbs up. Really appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to check out the membership video yet, there is some giveaways that are going to be coming from that, whether you become a member or not. It's kind of like, I guess that's a poor example. If you've ever got invited to like listen to a timeshare presentation and you get a meal, you get a gift, well, that's what this is. But there's no contract, there's no pushing of anything. Because in the video, I also talk about the appreciation I have for everyone, just, being here, supporting, laughing with me, asking for readings, sharing the videos, liking the videos, doing those things. There's so many things that you can do for free that do help. And so I do appreciate all of that. And it does mention that in the video. So check it out. Check it out. I'll be posting all those here momentarily. And I don't see here yet. So twin Venus or red. Um, I don't see your questions yet. Oh, that's a good question, LA, right? Travel, travel, travel. Be a gypsy. You win. No, red. I don't see it on my side. It must not have been there. So sorry. I don't see anything on my side. So YouTube must have said, "You can't say that word, red." No, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, LA, it looks like it would be a good experience here. You have the Hermit, which, getting to know yourself more. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which shows Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself. Again, getting to know yourself. You have the Princess of Swords, Page of Swords. So you'd have new experiences, new ideas, new with the swords, it's expanding the way you're looking at things, cutting away fears. And the 10 of cups, it's joyful and overflowing here. So there definitely is this energy here of um positive positivity that would come from it. And I feel like you would get especially if you're like trying to find yourself and trying to find things, it really is it looks like it's a very positive outcome. So I like it for you. No, 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 no caution cards out of those at all. So that's a big thumbs up, LA. So here you go. Let me know if you're coming through Colorado. The American dream. All right. Too funny. All right. So thank you again for your donation, your additional donation there. All right. And Red, I see your question here. So MP contacted C to politely inform her to back off seeking out family. All right. How did C take his call? Oh, okay. And is she going to back off for good? Oh, all right. Let's take a look here. We'll see what Spirit wants us to know around C's reaction. And is she going to back off for good? Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. It didn't seem like it was horrible because we've got here's the Knight of Swords, which is moving of communication, Princess of Discs. Well, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. But she's that's the Page of Pentacles in the standard tarot. And then the Six of Cups is nostalgia, thinking back, and so it feels very supported. It feels very welcomed here, and it's like it. I feel like there's memories that were, um, you know, um, that happened here. I know, right? Spirit is speaking. I can't help it sometimes. I see it now, Twin Venus. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. So maybe YouTube hiccuped, but I didn't see anything here. But I see it now. So thank you. That's funny, Red. Um, yeah, I feel like here that they will back off for good here because we got the Sun card, which is victory, and we've got the Five of Pentacles moving into the Eight of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles are these feelings of lack, of being left in the cold, abandoned. But there's the Eight of Pentacles, which shows movement away in the outside world. The work has been done and the movement changes. So victory in all this that's here. So um that I do feel like they are moving beyond these feelings of abandonment and these you know feelings of lack and this, and they are moving forward. So I do see that here. I'm so sorry. Freudian slip. No, I don't see she was upset or mad. I feel like with that 6 of cups, the emotions seemed balanced, 3 cups on each side, and this flashback to childhood there. For some reason, it's like that's the nostalgia card, and, I feel like, especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords, however they approached it, I don't feel like when MP contacted, because you said politely, I feel like how they approached it is they did it in a non rah 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 threatening way to where the walls didn't go up. I feel like they um just were like, wow. I think it just like it clicked in their head of, okay, I didn't realize I was being didn't realize I was being a disc. So, and I think it really opened it up for him, and I feel it, it allowed them to see the abandoned feelings that they were what was really happening. That they understand where their all this was originating from, within them. So it doesn't feel like that, but they definitely are, moving on with those cards. So I like it, Red, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Thanks for having a great sense of humor. All right, Twin Venus. Sorry you guys had to put your question twice. Don't know what's going on. Um, and you want to know, has Nebraska been thinking about you, and will Nebraska contact you in the coming months, or has they moved on from your beef, your beef fantasy fling? Whoa, what's going on? Maybe. uh Yeah, I understand. Very good. All right. So, Twin Venus, let's see here. What's has Nebraska? Yeah. Actually, I got the second one, so that's good. And will he contact you? So those are the thinking, and then here's the contacting. Whoa, no, that's the contacting. All right. Let's see what we got here. Anything else you need to know about the situation? Okay. 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 Um, so I do feel they've moved on here. We've got the Chariot card, which is the movement card. We also have the Tower, which is realizing someone's been moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose. So they've been blasted out of your life and they have moved on. And we have the High Priestess, which is you back in your High Priestess temple connected there. So this definitely tells me that, I feel like they've moved on. I don't feel like they are someone who does a whole lot of I'm trying it's your spirit guides. I'm gonna blame it on them. Um, like I don't think they do a whole lot of thinking reflection. I see like a more of a forest fire or a grass fire. Let's think Nebraska grass fire, where it starts and it just consumes and it moves forward. It doesn't turn backward. It doesn't know how to turn backward because it doesn't have anything to consume backwards. I can only move forward, and so they always just move, 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 move. They don't ever reflect backwards because it's just not their nature right now. And we also have the Hermit card here, reinforcing it that, that they don't that they wouldn't contact and move forward. They've got the 5 of discs here, the 5 of pentacles, which is feelings of abandonment, being left behind, left out in the cold, lack, that comes from their childhood. So, um that's why they don't, that's like the core of why they burn forward. Because if they stopped and thought, they'd have to deal with all these emotions of feeling abandoned, and left behind in their earlier childhood and also in, the current, you know, ripples that happen throughout their life where it was reinforced over and over again. You're not good enough, abandonment, bye, and just a lot of stuff has happened through all that. So, yeah. So, yeah, brief, not beef. Your beef fantasy. Woo! And I like this for you. I feel like I asked if, Spirit had anything else for you, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna realize this was for your highest good. Your human side is gonna feel like this was for you, because you do have the Two of Wands, which is this, new choice coming in here, because here's this Four of Wands, this marriage material is coming your way, here, and so there's a different choice, a different type of fire that's coming in, not a grass fire, a passionate individual that's coming in, but you do feel here with your human side, it does feel that even your human feels like with this situation, them not contacting back, and they're like, okay, that was good, but there's something more coming my way, so I like it for you. Alrighty, and that is what they have for you, Twin Venus. So thank you for your donation as well. I know. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oops. What is happening? Am I gonna start speaking in tongues next? All right. So I think that was everything, all the readings there. Um, so thank you guys. And before we head out, I again just want to make sure everyone is aware. I did have memberships that came out here. I'm really excited about them. There's special giveaways. Oh, I wanted to show you guys that those of you that are here, they allow you to create emoticons, and see if you can see it. This one's a butterfly carrying a caterpillar. It's one of my favorite stories Spirit brings in about, how you have agreed with someone that, yeah, we're gonna grow and we're gonna go places, and then you come out of the cocoon and there's a caterpillar. This is what's in my mind when I see that. It's like a butterfly carrying a caterpillar. You're like, no, you never see that. It's funny. And then we have the um out of your cat mind, because when we go into fear, we go into like a cat, a little 2-year-old in their the cat mind. So I thought that was cute. And then, of course, you have to have the walking in love. I like that one. And then the cutting of the strings of our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, where sometimes we feel like a puppet. So I thought those were really really funny there. Uh, and so all those emoticons, no matter what level of membership you're at, you can use those. So I thought that was hilarious. I just have to laugh with myself there. You're absolutely welcome, Twin Venus. Hey, Christina. You got right in as the elevator doors were closing. Hey, wait a minute. So thank you for your donation. And so we will check this here. So you'd like a general read for the week, please. All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know for the week coming up here? All right. Feel free to be nosy. Me? Moi? All right. Well, you definitely have a little pausing time going on here, because you got two right after one another. The Hanged Man, which is a patience card, seeing things from a higher perspective. The caterpillar going into the butterfly, transformation takes time. And Temperance, the going back and forth between those things. So it's taking time for some things to unfold here. And the reason why it's kind of gone into slow mo mode is because you do have some fears that are being confronted here. You've got the 9 of swords and the 5 of swords. So there are a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts and all these that are, being brought forward so that you can release them. I feel like they might be around relationship and abundance in the outside world. 10 of Pentacles does talk about, here's the family, and usually there's a dog and an old, like, grandpa, and they've got all of these pentacles in the home, and there's all this stuff coming up here, and it's like, "All right, yeah, I've got all this stuff coming in here. What am I fearing? What am I fearing?" So things have been slowed down, on purpose, just to make you look at it and go, "Okay, what is important? What is it truly that, I'm wanting?" Which is great. Yeah, the 6 of swords, I like this. Movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, and so there is this movement of thought, which does, um if you do some looking into why do I fear these things, there's this release that comes and allows things to move forward too, which I like. It could also result in movement in the outside world, like physical movement. Yeah, more movement with the King of Cups. So I feel like this week you do some things come to a head, come into a head in your head because I feel like you're just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to worry anymore. I'm not going to, um, you know, be indecisive in this. I am letting these fears go. I'm going to do what I want to do. And you have this emotional movement that happens with it, which I like. I like it. And you're like, oh my God, I did it. It's kind of like this feeling that comes in there. It's excitement and nervousness at the same time. But I like the freedom that comes in. Yeah. Again, wow, look at, see. And again, 8 of swords. So exactly what we're saying here, flow of your thoughts. You're realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs blinded you, bound you, and made you feel trapped. And you have this movement again. This 8 of swords is flow. You have the magician, you acting, you taking action, you um not waiting around anymore. It's like you are making decisions, and but it's empowering. It's not out of fear you're making decisions. It's out of non-fear that you're making decisions. You're just like, okay, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to live, not exist. Kind of energies that come in there. What a week! I like it for you, Christina. It feels like very, very freeing, very opening for your life. So I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have for you right now. You are very welcome, and thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And back to when I was, so I have all the memberships that I was talking about there. And then also, of course, I have a weekly giveaway. So if you're not aware of that, um, let me see here. Okay, there it is. Had too many things open. So this is the video that talks about how you can get into my weekly giveaway. And then we're getting close to ending this month's summer sale, Crazy Zen summer sale, where I had 50% off my hedges of peace and love, and also off of my personal readings too. So all of that information is in the description box of the video. So if you want to know how to book those, that's all there too. Sure, Christina, you sure can. Um, and then I do put out a weekly pick a card reading. This one was how can I transform my numbness? So if you're interested in looking into that, there's also I have a ton of pick a cards. So if you want more messages of love from above at any time, you can check all those out. Those are all free. And then we had here a new Take 10 with Zen this morning, which episode 7, which is all about heartache. And and then episode 8 is going to be about heartbreak. There is a difference between the two. And for members, just so you know, they have access at the because we have the Zen Cricket level is the 299 for the basic member. The 799 per month gives you pre-access to future ones, which that one's already out, so you have access to that too. So there we go. All right. Hey, Luna Ray, thank you so much for your donation. So you want to know, is Terry being unfaithful to you by entertaining other females? Ooh, all right. Let's take a look here and see. Thank you for your donation there. Yeah, at this time. Let's take a look here. I know, right? It's like the elevator door is about to close and like, "Oh, wait," and then it's gonna close again. "Oh, wait." It's like, it's okay, you know? I thought it was gonna be an early night, but, that's why you just go with the flow. You just go with the flow. All right. You're so funny. Okay, so let me focus. So Luna Ray, is Terry, entertaining other females at this time? Okay. I'm just gonna get clarity on this real quick here. Okay. Well, that doesn't, give me clarity. They're like, "Oh, yes, it does." I'm like, "Alright, yeah, I guess it does." So, we do have the Queen of Cups, so there's a lot of emotional energy there. Got the Four of Cups, which, you know, can relate to that here, and we have the Four of Swords, which is peace of mind, but, you know, it just feels with all this, that's why I was like, "Terry's in trouble." I know. I'm like, because, I'll show you what cards when I was like, "Well, I go, "Does that mean that?" Because that was the first thing that came to me. As soon as I saw the Queen of Cups, I'm like, "Terry." But I asked for clarification, and then they have, "Uh-oh. So here is Terry's in trouble." There's about to be a tower moment in Terry's life, and here comes lady here comes the justice. Lady Justice is coming in to balance things out. And then we have 8 of Cups, which is leaving behind emotions and people that no longer serve you to move forward. So I almost feel like these three together. That's why I was like, well, I don't know if well, I asked if this, I was like, I don't know if this really tells me that. And they're like, does this help? And I'm like, yeah, it does. Okay. So what are you gonna do? When humans feel when their people's, humans' inner child feels unsafe and out of control, we do stupid stuff. We do. It doesn't even because we're out of our minds. We're in the cat mind. like like this little emoticon, which I love these. I just have to do it again. I love the cat. When they're out of our cat mind, we need to get out of our cat mind because it's a cat or a little 2-year-old making decisions, or a 2-year-old and their pet cat, and they're just not making intelligent, loving, compassionate decisions. They're just doing what they feel they need to do to feel in control and safe. Um, so yeah, Terry. So that's what's coming through, Luna Ray. I'm glad you have a sense of humor. He's in trouble, buddy. Let the towers bring him clarity. On God. You're so funny. All right. So that's what they have for you, Lena Ray. Many blessings to you. Hey, trouble, double trouble. And then Christina. So Christina, thank you for your donation. And you wanted to know, how is your son doing? All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, we'll take a look here and see. Mama bear protecting her cub. See what else we got here. Okay. All right. I see. I see what is I see your concerns. It's funny, they put the cards out with the "Don't worry, mom" cards first. 10 of, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in their favor. They're in this journey, this new adventure, so you can trust the adventure. It's 2 major arcana, so he's definitely on a new path, but, his human feels like, it's the tune of for you, the four tune, so it's good there, and I see here, like, mama's concerns, you know, he's learning about his emotional, a lot of emotional confusion, figuring out their emotions, feeling out their worth here too, feelings of abandonment versus lack versus being left out in the cold, left behind. And so they're learning, and they're in their learning process, which it's like they're in school, and that's what happens. And they're in the transformation here. They're seeing things from a higher perspective. They're moving from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. So, but they definitely, focus in on this, that everything is turning out for their favor, where even their human side feels like it is unfolding. Because truly, everything unfolds for us, right? That's the tune of for us, the fortune. But when we get the Wheel of Fortune, that is where even our human side is in agreement with it. Because sometimes when we tell our human everything unfolds for us, it's like, how is that for me? We don't see it because we don't see the big picture. But when that card appears, it's like the human goes, "Oh, I get it. Yeah, this was for me." So it's positive. So your son is doing good. So many blessings to you, Christina. Thank you so much for your additional donation there. And Shirley Mador, um, hello, hello. So I will put that in here. Good night. You are absolutely very welcome. Have a great night, Twin Venus. So, Shirley, you want to ask, what are the person on your mind's current feelings, thoughts, and intentions towards you? What was he thinking when you briefly spoke today? All right. He was asking, why you breathing so heavy on the phone? I'm just kidding. Maybe it was in person. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, there was the Medusa 5 of Wands, which is, there was some passion stuff going on there. It's almost like this, it's like there's this playful, bantering type of energy that comes with the 5 of Wands, where it kind of feels like people are like, they walk by and go, "Why don't you guys get a room?" There's like this fiery, passionate energy that's like bubbling in there. But the moon here, it's deep. There's a lot of hidden and unknown things here. And I don't feel like they have specific intentions. I feel like there's a lot of unseen and unknown things about this person that's on your mind here. Um, I just I get little red flags and yellow flags that pop up with that combination there for you. It's like it could be fun, but it's not going to be like emotional type of, things coming in. It's not going to be like, oh, love, it's more scaring the horses in the barn kind of energy. So if that's what you want to do, but that's what's coming in with that one, Shirley. Hey, F Gemini, thank you for your donation. And your question is forthcoming. Thank you guys for being here on a Friday night, too. Good to see everyone. I'm excited for the journey together that we're all on. I feel like something's in the air. I don't know if it's the Chiron is retrograde and Venus is retrograde. We got a lot of super reflection on the wounded warrior, is what the Chiron is, right? And then we've got the Venus love reflections as well. All right, so let's take a look here and see, is there another woman interested in Taurus? All right, let's refresh these and let's find out. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Venus went retrograde on last Saturday, and then Chiron, uh, spelled Chiron, went retrograde on Sunday. So boom, boom, shakalaka, and then we moved into Leo on Saturday as well, right? Leo, yeah, yeah, right, yeah. So let's take a look here. AF Gemini. No, I well, is another woman interested in Taurus? I don't feel that Taurus is interested in another woman, because the card in the middle is the Hermit card. So, that tells me they're more independent, here, and they got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands over here. So um this could be that there's someone else that's interested in them, because there's this new passion and this energy here, but I don't feel like they're interested in that, because I feel like, they've got this 10 of cups, which is overflowing emotion, and this 5 of swords is they're kind of in this, they're off over here in this hermit thing trying to figure out what I don't know why I'm going into like a southern accent, but like what do I want over here yonder over here? What do I want from life? What do I want from a wife? I just feels that kind of like they're off over here just trying to figure things out. And this person's over here going, hey, hey, trying to get their attention, this new passion, trying to give them a second option type of energy over here. And oh, I don't I feel like with this, it's like, you know, I don't feel like they're interested in that. Like passion or that type of thing. So if there's someone else interested in them, I don't feel like there's interest from the Taurus to them, as far as passionate and everything that they're trying to bring forward or anything. Let's see. Tell us about this dinner. Yeah, yeah. With these cards here, we've got they're looking for emotional wish fulfillment here. This is what they're looking for, the 9 and the 10 that comes from this here, and they're trying to figure that out. I don't feel like let me put these down here because they've got let me show you here, the King of Cups, which is they're trying to balance their heart and their mind, and they're looking over their 5 of Pentacles, which is about these feelings of being abandoned and lack, and um, that's what they're focusing in on here, because they've got the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So, it comes back to all these fives that they're looking into their lives and looking into themselves. So it's more inner reflection with that Hermit card. I feel like they're like, but I don't feel like there's like I feel like there's someone interested in him, but I don't feel like that's the type of person that they are with all these cards. I just feel like they're like, whatever. So that's what's coming in there. So no alarms on my side with all of that. You are very welcome, and thank you again for your donation. Double trouble. How will your day be tomorrow? How do you want it to be tomorrow? Ta-da! There you go. Let's take a look here. Alrighty. Wow, 2 major arcana coming in here, which is, here's the judgment card, which is you can see it from a higher perspective, and here's the lion in your higher self. So both of these are you have a choice of seeing it from your higher place of unconditional love or from down below, from a place of fear, and maybe back and forth between the 2. That's what's funny is like, how's your day gonna be? There was this I saved it, I think, 'cause I was being snarky one day, can you imagine? And, someone goes, "How are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing good like everyone else, making choices every moment of unconditional love or fear," And it's like, "Oh, okay." And that's what I feel like they're saying to you in this is, you get to choose. How is your day gonna be? However you want it to be. It's in your hands, there's the ability every moment is a choice of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. Neither's right, neither's wrong, so when you're done feeling one, you jump to the other. It's like being in a hot tub, that's like the hot tub is being in a place of unconditional love. After a while, you're like, "It's hot. I feel like I'm a boiling frog. I'm gonna go jump into some drama and jump into the cold pool for a while." Then you're in that for a while and like, "Bleh, I got chills. I'm gonna go back over to the hot tub." And you can go back and forth, and neither's right, neither's wrong. They're just different temperatures. They bring us different experiences, and that's what we came here for is for different experiences. So I really like it. So that's what they have for you. Trouble woman, double trouble. um, Opportunities, to put that into practice evidently are coming in. All right, AF Gemini, thank you for your additional donation there. So will your casual relationship with Taurus grow into more? Let's take a look here. It appears so. Let me see anything else here. Yeah, because we've got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, right? You got the 9 of Cups, which is that's one of the things he's looking for, right? This is emotional wish fulfillment, dream come true card that comes in here. And the 10 of Wands is this change of, it's harvest and abundance, especially with the Empress coming in here second here with these other 2 cards. So this is about, energy being invested, passion, which ends up, uh, resulting in this harvest field, this positive energy, and this ending and beginning that takes you to another level because we also have these 2 cards coming in here, which is here's the Prince of Cups, the knight, you know, the romantic knight riding in with offering the Ace of Cups. And here is sensuality, here's new birth, harvest again coming in, new birth. So it definitely feels like it does go to another level and it moves into the next stages here. So I like it. I like it. This is the current energies that's unfolding. So there we go. Boom, boom, shakalaka. So positive things. All right. You are very welcome. And thank you again for your extra donation and everyone else. And I think that is it for the evening. I have hit 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and sign off for this evening, but I shall return. Of course, Saturdays and Sundays. I'm here 11 a.m. Mountain Time in the morning. And then this Saturday and Sunday, I'll be on at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to be changing some of my hours, um, which I mentioned in the membership video. I'm not like lessening them. I'm just kind of the evening ones I'm going to drop Wednesday through Saturday to starting at 6 p.m., going to 8 p.m. And then that's 8 p.m. is when I'll start a member only um, chat uh, in the evenings. Sunday evening, I wasn't having a whole lot of people come in, so I was doing away with that one, and I'm going to replace it at 6 p.m. on Sundays for a Q&A for members to get to know me more, to get to know Spirit more as well. So some cool stuff coming forward. I'm trying to mix things up a little bit and offer things still for non-members and for all of you that have supported me all along. But there are individuals who want to go, deeper and in directions. So that's why I created the membership. So I'm excited for what's going to unfold. As I say in the video, I'm looking forward to growing our Zen together. So excited. All right, everybody. Um, Please know how much I appreciate you guys and for all the thumbs up you give the video to being part of spreading love to the world. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And as you're going through your own journey, each and every moment of every day, know that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. And we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you. Hang in there and you take care.